late. Don't y'all kill me for that. But I got caught up in some rain, and then after the rain, I had to move. I had to go sit with my boys off back home to daddy. Uh, Some of my boys back to his daddy. So my favorite. Let me tell y'all something too, man. Let's get one thing understood here, so it be totally understood for everybody to understand. If you want to, anybody here? Ain't nobody here? There they go. There they go. Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all can hear me. Let me make sure. My wife might. Yo, 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 digging low. What's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, y'all can hear me fine. Hey, MB, what's up? Look, who this is? Don't know who that is. They ain't got a. Yes, yes, William. Okay, yeah. What Matthew? What's up, baby? We'll see you Friday. Got your boy over here. Hey, Matthew, text me what color stain you want. Is it supposed to be black, gray, clear? Your box over there. It's time to be. As you can see, if you look in the corner, Matt, that's your SMD cutout. I did that SMD cutout for you, man. Uh, I don't offer that. Well, if you would have paid ahead of time and bought it, I mean, you could have bought it, sent it to me, and installed it. But soon I'm gonna have my own. Soon I'm gonna have my own thing. It's a great terminal. So I did the cutout for you. For Steve Mead, that's the Godfather. Uh, no problem, man. Ain't no problem. But tell me what color stain. Text me what color stain. Your box is already immortalized. I know Friday I'm gonna have a lot. We ain't got. I don't do installs. So when you pick the box up, I want you to send me a video back, Matthew. I really want you to send me a video back of once you put the sub in there and get everything done, set up. Man, send me a video. It need to be about 30, 60 seconds. I'm gonna put that thing up on the channel, man. I want to see it. I want to see it tear your vehicle apart, really. You putting that in GMC terrain. I used to have one of those years ago. So I really want to see it tear your vehicle apart. I'm straight up be honest with you. I want to see it defeat your vehicle. I want to see it bust the glass. I want you to text me back saying, hey man, the back door no longer the back hatch will no longer open. I want all that. And I want you to let them know. Let them. This is my son. It's an MB right here, man. And see what it do. I hope my wife get out here and read this channel. What's up, man? Michael Johnson. Is that Michael Johnson, the runner? You know Michael Johnson? Did that way back in the 90s? Mike 104, have you done enclosures for steering integrity? Yes, I have. A 1.5 ported box. You don't want to go bigger than that. Do not go bigger on that sound quality. That stereo integrity SQ12, you will have problems. I'd love to hear your take on that subwoofer if you had the chance to hear one. Uh, I heard one years ago when he first. I haven't heard. I think he did a revision since then and now. No, it's not on there, baby. Great. I know you know the company Sundown and Stereo Integrity. They're two different brands. Okay, thank you, Brandon BC. They're two different brands, but they work together. Very reputable company, Sundown and Stereo Integrity. If you want a 12 and you have something like a Challenger, my boy Antoine got a Challenger, tell you, it's certain brands that you're going to have to use. DC Audio, Stereo Integrity, uh, Digital Designs, 1100 series. Uh, who else? Digital Design and Kicker both believe in big boxes. DB Drive believe in big boxes too. They really don't try to small sound. So when you need to, if you got like a Challenger or something you want to use 212, you look at J Audio, Digital Designs. I mean Digital Design. I'm sorry, J Audio, DC Audio. I sell DC Audio. I don't sell J Audio, but they are what you look at for us. Big using a 12-inch driver in a smaller space. So if you got something like a Challenger, you want to use a 12. You don't want to step down in size. Your output is not going to be the same as somebody who uses a 12 and a 2 and a 2.5 cube box per, but you're going to have considerable output. You know what I'm saying? More so than someone who's not using that size membrane. And what they do is they make the suspension soft, so and increase the QS, so the motor is really controlled. They're not really relying on the mechanical too much because the mechanical is kind of soft. Remember, there's a balance. They start the gearing toward the top plate and being able to control the flux. The flux is generated from the top plate, goes back through the pole. If you know anything about subwoofer building, I know a little bit about it. When they put a 12-inch driver in a smaller space, you do get the movement of the cone. The bass might not have the same depth as a subwoofer in a bigger box, with a stronger QMS. However, it will have more output than a smaller driver because it's designed to play in that space with a bigger membrane. So even though it's playing at 1.5, it will be considerably louder than my G7s playing at 1.5 or my Digital Design playing at 1.5, right? Because you're moving more air per stroke. That doesn't change. Hold on. Let me get to these questions now. Leave your question up there, steady. I'm coming to you. Okay. Always. Should you always find your camera's resonant frequency and tune your boxes at the best sound output? If you're looking for the most output, you might want to tune to your vehicle's resonant frequency. But if your vehicle's resonant frequency is 3842, then and you tune to that, what happens when you play stuff 33, 32, 31? Resonant frequency means that you're going to get the help from the cabin. It's going to improve your transfer function. You'll be louder those frequencies and above, or maybe 2 or 3 frequencies under. But if your resonant frequency, your vehicle is higher than the genre of music that you listen to, you're going to have a problem, Vernon Jackson. A big problem. Like my truck, the resonant frequency vehicle of my truck is 38 hertz. If I was to tune my Enclosure 30 hertz, 38 hertz, I'll be way past 140. Way past 140. Issue is with the music that I listen to, rap and hip hop, what happens when I play 30 and 31 and 32, which is what I want to listen to? What's going to happen there? I'm 8, 9 hertz below tuning. Woofer's moving like crazy. Damage can happen. Or get a woofer with a QMS. Yeah, I'm still too far below tuning. You don't get louder playing that far below tuning unless the resonant frequency of your vehicle is louder, is lower. So if you got, let's say the max frequency of my vehicle is 33, I can tune my box high. When it starts getting time to resonant frequency, the vehicle gonna help boost it back up. Help. Now I'm using the outside atmosphere of the vehicle while the windows are up because that's gonna change. Let the windows down, you have another problem. Since the resonant frequency of my vehicle is 38 hertz, by tuning my enclosure like 32, what happened is as when I start playing high bass, and that's what people like my vehicle and they like how it sounds. Everything gets roughly flat because when it starts to when I had 38 hertz, when it starts to go when I'm starting to go down, I'm not only 5 hertz down from 33, and my box tuning picks it right back up. So instead of having that peak, real steep like a tent, mine if this was my line, it probably okay 38 starts to dip, picks the box, pick back up, it goes back out. Then when it gets like 28, it starts to dip again. So between 32 and roughly around 42 like that, I'm relatively flat. That's 10 whole hertz. That's really boosted. Then I got the epicenter. So there's ways of playing with it. You do not want to just tune to your resonant frequency of your vehicle unless you just SPL competition. That's what I'm just trying to be loud at one frequency. Yeah, do it then. But if you're trying to be musical, the higher your resonant frequency is, depending on what kind of music you listen to. Okay. And the SPL guys, they're really going in detail with that. I'm not an SPL guy. I don't ride around burping. I want my music to sound good no matter what I play. Just turn the volume down. Okay. Okay. Now I answered Mike's question. I answered Rodney's question. Do the dark stain, please. And yes, I'll send my truck getting to it. I bet you will, man. This Matthew said box, second box. I love when I can impress the customer so much he come back before another box. That's big to me. That's real big. My wife over there laughing because she said, "Yeah, that's guaranteed. Good at what you do." What up, though? Come, Gabe Gutierrez. Do you prefer running the 2KD amps on a single or a single 4 amp, and why? I can run a single 4K. Honestly, I'm running the 2K on the sub each because remember what I'm doing. I'm a YouTube blogger. I don't recommend you spend the price on get two K when you if you want to run, and I don't recommend you put a 2K on these 8 either. I do that because I sell digital designs, okay? So I'm not paying the same price you pay. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. And because I have a channel. Let's say I want to put this, they got subwoofers now. They got these G7s coming out 1250. I can get 1250 to it. Actually, for 2.8s, all you need is a good 2,000 watt amp. Well, these Super 8s, good 2,500 watt amp. The M2000 does about 2,500 watts. It does at least 22, 23, period. So I run 2 amps. For one, I got a diesel truck. overkill on engineering, 320 amp alternator, two Group 35 barrels up front. You know all that spill, big three, all that because it's a diesel truck. All right, cool. Uh, I run one each one because I can like for instance, when I'm finna test these. See this box right here? I'm going to test the audio dynamics in this box, and I'm better put it on 1 amp, and a 1 ohm load. You have with the headroom up to 2,000 watts. It's rated 800. I'm gonna see what it can do in this box right here. Uh, yeah, in this box. So that's where I run two. Do I suggest you do that? No, no. You can just if you're gonna run 2.8 to get your 2,500 watt amp, you can get one from me. I can say your DD25 or a G725 or a DC25, whatever you want to do. 2.8 or 1,200 watts in the Super 8, you'll be fine. You don't have to put a 2K on each one. I'm only doing that because I'm a YouTube blogger on the channel. Understand? It's fun. I'm always looking over here. I should be looking right there. Right here, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm always looking the wrong way. Okay, I go to the next question. Appreciate that, Brandon. Uh, okay, Base Allen. Remember, answer your question. I'm going down the feed. Base Allen, have you checked into MVXV? They look pretty decent. They look, dude. They look. They're $150. I might get one. I mean, I put the Alpine on. They do look different. My experience with MVX is it's a soft sound, more of a sound quality sound. It's a different sound. I don't know what these new ones gonna do, so I'm gonna have to buy. I think they're $119 now. Now, with that being said, tell you something, Base Allen. With that being said, if they selling to you for $119, what I know about being on this side of the industry, you're not getting the same performance as a G7, DC Auto M4. It's a business. NVX did not wake up and say, I'm going to give you the same performance as the high brands, but I'm going to give it to you for $119. Not going to happen. Why? Because ain't nobody that good. That man, that creator, shareholder, or group of people, they might have families, wives, mortgages, car notes, insurance. They in it to make money. They are in it to make money. So if they can sell it to you for, it was 150, now it's down to 119 on Amazon. If they selling to you for $119, that lets me know from being on this side of the industry, the subwoofer probably costs about $25, $30 worth of performance. Seriously. Yes. Yes. Honest. You're not getting the same performance that you get in the higher price sub. Nobody wakes up, nobody does people favors. I don't know what kind of business you do, Base Allen, or whatever you're doing, but sometimes people think, well, and they overcharge and overpricing this. I don't know why, how you know you ain't even in that niche. It's just what you willing to pay. But ain't nobody gonna wake up and say, "Hey man, I'm gonna give you the same performance as the guys that sell it for far cheaper because I'm a good dude. I'm trying to help you out." Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody. I don't care who your favorite brand is. Ain't nobody doing that. These people got wives, family, kids, children. They took the time and they employing people and they to get the performance level, get it mass produced, buy them in large quantities. They in to make money. Everybody you name in to make money. All my brands, Steve Irving, Kicker, Digital Design, everybody they in to make money. Some of them gonna give you some performance for the price. Some of them just gonna rob you blind. And that's when I tell you about the chocolate and doo doo. But bro, they in here to make money. Everybody laugh when I say chocolate and doo doo. Yeah, but they in it to make money, man. Everybody, everything you name, they in to make money. So if it's man, why is it cheaper than everybody else? Because it's cheap. Point blank period. Because it's cheap. So when I buy this subwoofer, I'm not expecting it to go after the Kings at all. I'm just expecting it to be $119 with the performance. There's no such thing as a perfect subwoofer. It's perfect subwoofer you can afford. But it's all about performance levels. That's all y'all guys are getting. If a company comes out with 1.8, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a mix of sound quality and SPL, or it might be I'm just going after SQL, or I'm just going out of SPL. But ain't nobody gonna give you both for cheap. I'm sorry, it just don't happen. You're dealing with people, man. Ain't nobody that good, man. The one that was that good, we killed them. All right, now let me go. Uh, NBO for thanks NB. Spend once I get the money funded down my money. Okay, good. Appreciate it. No problem, man. Who we got here? What are your thoughts between the B2 Rampage and the DC M4? To me, the B2 Audio Rampage 8 is more balanced, high and mixed. The DC Audio is a low end monster. I told you DC Audio M4. What y'all asked for, that's what the rest gave you. Take more power, smash the lows. That's why he gave you that big mega roll surround. Big boulder, smash the lows. Plays the highs, it plays everything. But it really excels in the lows. Because of how he did that surround, in my opinion. If he changes that surround, increase that cone area, it'll be more balanced, play everything balanced. And that's what I'm looking for. I like balanced drivers. I told you I ain't a fan of the toilet. I ain't a fan of the toilet seat. I'm just not. Well, even on larger drivers. I'm not. I want cone. I'd rather get slapped than with a pillow. I'm sorry. Take it for what it worth. That's NBA train of thought. If you don't like it, this ain't the channel for you. You can always watch something else. I ain't mad at you. Okay, now we're going to that was okay. Have you built an enclosure for El Camino? Can it fit? I have. All of them got these different shapes in there. That's why they probably stopped making El Caminos. But yeah, you give them measurements, or you take a picture and send it to them. We can discuss it. I built a box for two on it. There's somewhere back in them almost 1,000 videos I got. All right. Okay. I answered giraffe stunts. Man, y'all got some crazy names on this YouTube channel. Giraffe stunt? What you doing with a giraffe, homie? Giraffe stunts. Clipping indicating on the amplifiers, are they accurate for setting your gains? All depends on which who you going with. And you need to ask Big D that. When it comes to amplifiers, Wilson Auto Labs, that's my man. That's who I watch. Him and Bear Viz. You know, me and Bear Viz got mad at me when I talked about that full breakdown. But whether he agrees with my opinion or not, when it comes to amplifiers, he got a lot of knowledge, period. But him, Bear Viz, and Wilson Auto Labs. And there used to be another guy. I forgot his name, but he really don't be active with. But Willison, Big D, Big Dummy. I what he call himself. Uh, that's my go-to man. He got most amps. He when he helped me. Not that I talked to him, but he helped me understand. Dig a hole, dig it deep. He every now and he'll show you a subwoofer every now and then. Most of the time, be some old school subwoofer. But he digs into the amplifiers. High, low, everybody. That's just what he does. And you gotta respect somebody who just he digs into that. Whereas I dig into subwoofers, but I mainly dig into 8 and 6.5. You know, Big D weird. That's Big D. That's why he watches sometimes too. Good dude, man. Solid dude. Real solid dude. Okay. Blake. Hey everybody, that's Blake, the intern DD. He there. Blake B is the intern DD. Any DD questions that Blake responds to you, go with it. He's in house every day. All right. What's the word MB? Pete Nizzle. What's the word MB? Have you heard of anybody about Ground Zero? I have. High price point, but never heard anyone bumping. Had a couple of local dealers recommend. Of course, the dealer gonna recommend it when they sell it. I mean, y'all don't come out. I don't. When people talk to me, I don't try to recommend anything to anybody. They ask me for a particular brand. I mean, if I happen to sell it, I'm gonna sell it to them. They say, "What are your thoughts?" Most times you're gonna recommend what you sell. Common sense, unless it don't fit their application. Then you say, man, you might want to try this and try that. Well, why you don't have it in the channel? Because just ain't got around to it. Ground Zero, I went to go get a Ground Zero 8 because I asked for it. Haven't got one in my possession to really. I've heard some of their 12s. I don't think they really give for sound quality. I think they more give for just massive output. But they do have a sound quality line in their lineup. I didn't hear that. I heard, I think it was a Hydrogen 12, two of their bigger, the SPL gear subs. It was, to me, it was loud like a Ryan loud. Orion loud to me don't really sound good. It's loud as hell, but it don't sound good. To me, Orion ACCA subs, they gear for one thing, getting loud. Do they sound good while doing so? Not really, in my opinion. Not compared to other stuff that I've heard. Like, if I had an Orion ACCA, if somebody was giving me a Orion ACCA or a Sundown X10, which one do you take? I'm going to take the Sundown X10. Are you crazy? Are you serious? Hell yeah, it's going to sound better. But I'm gonna take that donut, that toilet seat off of it, get the SPL cone, and then I'll go toe to toe with the ACA. In my opinion. In my opinion. Uh okay, let's go. Okay, Steve, that was loud. I have an L7X12 and the 3 on. Okay, that's Caesar on Lisa. Saga, you on high base. Yes, because Kicker gives you certified performance. POW, can't wait for the new box in my truck. 2 DB drive going to get down in that 80 inch subwoofer game. Everybody, 80 inch subwoofer game. Well, you know what it is. MBE, bro, did you ever give the CT Sound Mizzle a shot at the title? Hell yeah, they ain't nowhere near the running. Stop that. Oh, stop that. You ain't seen the video? They ain't nowhere in the run, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Don't even get your hopes up. That ain't nothing. Straight up. I'm sorry. It's a good subwoofer. So give you bass. It ain't nowhere near. Man, that power rating. I mean, I had them watch the video. I had the thing screaming free air. Much less try to put on the M2000. And then it's not geared for this. Geared for small box performance. Real soft suspension. Nowhere near will it be a king. Never. I'm sorry. Well, if you like them, you got them. That's good. Don't see the perfect subwoofer. But the Messios ain't never getting the shot of the title, man. Yeah, I had them on the channel before. Go to the MBE channel, type in CT Sounds Mezio, and you'll see the Mezio and the Resilient Sound 8, Zach Sound 8. Just one got a bigger top plate, and that's it. Actually, between the two, okay, that Resilient Sound 8, I was like, oh man, what the hell you talking about 1,000 watts? Had that thing screaming free air, screaming like stop. Uh, J Audio W3. I know that's gonna make you mad, Fred, but boy, CT Sounds, he ain't got nothing he a good eight, but he ain't nowhere near the king status. I don't go for Mezio and crazy names and you get you a good writer and stratosphere and all. I don't give a I go for performance. That's straight Alabama, man. That's all that is. J Audio W713 versus M Dynamics ID Max 15. Hmm. Hmm. Versus in what? What's the versus about? What you mean? Output, sound quality. When it come to now, let me tell you something I respect about JL. So we get this on the I made this standalone video about JL. Uh, JL is in their category. Maria, hybrid audio technologies, JBL, them level. Sound. I'm gonna make this video too. I was talking to a guy about it. J Audio and the King. J Audio 8W7 is not in none of the King's status. When I say King, I'm talking about King and SQL. The J Audio is king in his genre. He's one of the kings in his genre, which is what? Pure SQ. And one thing I respect about J Audio, if you look at everybody trying to put their hands in different segments, because they're trying to get money, trying to increase their coffers so they can do more in the industry, J Audio since his inception, he ain't changed. When it was Kicker, Fallsgate, and everybody was in the output and this, that, another, those two guys say, man, I forgot their name. We're gonna stay strictly SQ. Even now, with this mad push, everybody making these Super 8s, J Audio, we're gonna come out with different revisions. They're gonna stay sound quality. And I respect that about them. They're not a follower. They're not. They're not. Not a follower. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do one thing, we're gonna do it well. We're not gonna make it. I do not. If they do, I surprise me. But I do not see the J Audio AW3 getting this massive motor structure. I don't see nothing changing the driver other than them trying to make it even more sensitive and better reproduction of sound and a better use of the power. Other than that, they're not going for numbers. You call J Audio and they say, man, it ain't loud enough. They say buy another one. Get you 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, 6 of them if you got no room. But they not into that. We're not giving J Artist said we're not giving them sound quality to chase loudness. They're not interested. And I respect them for that. Other people ain't interested. JBL, I ain't interested. Not interested. Morel, not interested. Hybrid audio technology, not interested. We're gonna stay in our lane, and that's what we're gonna do. Sound. Now one day I'll get to the SQ guys. But right now I'm just not at it. Okay, now let's go. So I got a lot of respect for JL. Gotta tell that guy that they where they at. Uh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What was your well? Okay, where I leave all that, man? Y'all asking so many questions, man. Okay, woo, MB, did you ever get? Okay, we gotta talk about that. Ain't nothing. What's your motivating inspiration to vlog your skills? Hmm? I ain't get that. I don't understand that question, Clinton Walker. What's my inspiration? Y'all, my inspiration. Well, a God. Mhm. Comp Q or Type R, geared totally differently. The type R is reference. That's what the R stands for, reference sound, but more so to output. Q is more comp Q is more to SQ. We gotta look at what y'all compare. I know the differences between the two. The type R is reference sound for what it is, and then they got a type X. But Alpine, Dave, went from sound quality, went to type R, and they only got a type X, and as far as they gonna go, I believe, because the type X been out for a while. Okay. IDMAX 15 need 2 more cubic feet. Need 2 more cubic feet more than the 13W7. They are both great. I had a 12W7, IDMAX 12. Don't have a favorite out of the two. I was like, hey man, I like this dude. Extra Motor Spikes. You got a channel, man. You can help me out. Explain this. I like this dude, man. I like this dude. I like this dude. That's right. Tell him to yeah. What kind of subwoofer box enclosure can play the widest bandwidth, sealed, ported, or horn? Mm. Play the wireless bandwidth, sealed, ported, or horn. All depends on the acoustics of your vehicle and how you tailor made that box. The widest bandwidth flat is probably gonna go to the well, depending on how you like I told you, I had to learn how to increase the output of my vehicle by using the resonant frequency and tuning a little bit lower so that when it starts to drop down, the box picks up something relatively flat. But your widest bandwidth relatively flat will be your sealed enclosure. The widest relatively flat. Problem is gonna roll off when they get to where I really like. So I'm not a fan of it. And if I make the box big enough where it won't roll off, where I like it in either region, then I can make the box smaller by just making it ported and put a resonator on it. So while I make a real big old box, I can just put a resonator on it and get the output I'm needed for. Same thing. I'm not a fan of sealed boxes though. So don't even come on this channel telling me about no sealed box. I listen to hip hop and R&B. They don't play low enough for me. Point blank. Period. Same thing with amps. Clean power with dampening causes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. You've been watching. You've been listening. You already knew that. Now, everybody wanting to pay. You want quality? Pull your wallet out. You want cheapness? Pull your coupon out. But I'm going to need twice as much money for the JA audio. Well, get what you want, man. You want to marry a prostitute or a whore? Which one you want? You're going to pay less money for the prostitute, but you're going to be able to trust the wifey. I'm fact now fiction on the channel, baby. Because the prostitute going to give it who got the most money. Whoever got the money going to get it. The good girl, you can leave. You ain't got to worry about coming home with her legs sitting up there like that. You got Rick Ross playing talking about peace sign. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm going to keep it clean, Lord. You know I am. MB, what would be the recommended port area average for? Ain't no average for ATD and subwoofer. All of the same. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do it. So I don't know. You got to know what the X max is, the sub, the brand, what it's geared toward. There ain't no average. That's somebody got a prefab mentality. There ain't no average because the prefab mentality, what they do, they trying to give you, hey man, it's gonna give you something for everybody. I don't do that. I'm trying to, hey, the music you listen to will make your box excel at what you listen to. Not everybody get a box being tuned to 33 hertz. Some people, I listen to this music. Some people like country and rock. I'm getting boxes 38, 36. I don't listen to hip hop and R&B. So if you don't listen to hip hop and R&B, why I tune? I'm not gonna tune that low. That's why I asked you. That's why you come to a custom box builder. If you just want to get a box that's gonna play, plenty of people can sell. I'm eventually gonna sell. Talk to my what's the I need your eyes over here, girl. I talked to my website designer, and I told him soon I'm gonna have that's coming here shortly. I'm finna check them out, right, baby? Oh yeah, that's coming here real soon. You're gonna be able to go to my website, not the one y'all see down, be able to buy subwoofers and fill out a custom page for a custom box. But soon it's gonna be a tab up there where MB gonna have his own prefab box. I mean, I'm trying to give something for everybody. Your best bet is to get a custom box, but if you get a custom box come with custom price. Prefab box come from prefab box price. Okay, it's the business, man. Everything's a business. I'm trying to teach y'all the business of cardio, so you don't get caught up in just being on fanboy time. You know, see, I'm from the era where I can be impressed with my system, and I can be impressed with your system. I hear you like back in the day when guys, yeah, quality. Well, like guys was coming up back. Phoenix Gold been around since late '90s. I mean, they not as loud as me, yeah, but I like how it sound, how he did his system. You know what I'm saying? We know, but I'm teaching y'all what we knew in the '90s. It's all about performance level. I ain't no hand hype boy. Yeah, this company here make the best subwoofer for everything. Yeah, get out of here. You ain't heard nothing. You's a fanboy. That's your first subwoofer you heard, and you saw everybody talking about on Facebook, and that's what you want to run. Cool, but there ain't no company got a knock on everything, man. Nobody's perfect. All right. I see. Yeah, the Sundown makes sound quality drivers. Yes, they do. I believe it's. I think Jacob said his is SD line. And he got another line that he considers when he says all. When I say sound quality, mean it's the overly emphasis on the making it sound good, not output. Output is a secondary thought. The sound quality means do not miss anything. Now, when you start increasing power of these subwoofers, you're going to have to give up a little bit of the sound quality. All my Kings sound exceptionally well to me. They don't sound like a GLAW7, but they do sound good. So you have to be somebody like me, pushing 50 years of age, and then heard a whole lot and know who's trying to do what. You got to give and take. You're not saying you got sound quality and I got drivers. Okay, I got an 8 take 1200, 1500 watts. Man, you talk to a pure SQ guy, he gonna like, what? Man, you don't know nothing about no. You got a what? I got 1,000 watts going each 12. Man, there's too much bass. Sound quality means that you can't tell where the bass is coming from, and it doesn't miss anything. And you, at the most, you put a true sound quality guy. Man, they ain't putting no more than sometimes they might have nothing about 150 watts on the sub, and still might hit 140 dB because they got a special alignment, special box, and everything else plays together. They got mid bass drivers playing out to 30 hertz. So it's different sound quality levels of sound quality. It's different levels. It's the high end, Morel, J. Some people say, man, you say J audio sound quality, it's way better than that. That's true. That is true in some people's opinion. That stuff even more pricey than JL. There is. It's ace out there, man, with gold filament wires. Look it up. Yeah. It's woofers out there with platinum formers, voice core formers. I'm serious. It's woofers out there in sound quality six. They ain't got spiders, they got sponges. All right? So this cardio stuff go vast. But those people, them sound quality people, they don't even talk price. And that's a little bit where I'm leaning and where I come from. It costs what it costs, man. And so that's why y'all on this channel, y'all be trying to get me to. I guess I'm not gonna do it, man. You need $119, $189. I mean, you probably paid $15 for the subwoofer, and that's how much performance you got out of it. Probably a $5 spot on it, or a $5 basket. It is what it is, man. Oh, here we go. Woo. Big question. Big question. Uh, what's this dude's name? Al Conyers, 2003. Big question. What can I use in a Camry truck to get good sound quality in this field? Like, what's subwoofer running 800 watts? There's several, man. It's look at all the brands that I sell can meet you. Text me. We talk about getting your box in. There's several. Uh, MB can play that Gene Luke Ponty Modern Times Blues in your. Can you play that Gene Luke? Oh, heck is that? Man, I don't listen to that. Who the heck is John Luke Potty? I don't listen to that. I don't even know who that is. And now I ain't gonna play that in my truck. You know when you come to me, man, I don't do no. I'm 100 all the time. Respect from Kentucky. What's up, Johnny Corn? I'm only getting you only getting ID Max for less than them because of the Amazon great market. MD is close, not one half. Do you think you can say LC2 activate with the void meter, or do you have to do it by ear? The Acubase, I turned the Acubase, depending on your system, you need to use a skilloscope. You need to use a skilloscope, not a multimeter, because the multimeter is just telling you the voltage that you see at the terminals. The oscilloscope is going to tell you when your bass starts to roll off. So you need to take that inside if you just don't want to turn your knob all the way over to the right. To me, with most factory systems, you need to turn the Accu bass, turn the volume all the way up, and it all depends on what song, how to do the roll off. Just turn the knobs, at least both of them to 12. But if you want to be for sure, you need to use the oscilloscope because factory systems do roll the bass off. That's just what they do on certain vehicles. On certain vehicles, they don't. Like the high end with Mercedes. Who we looked at Mercedes with them Boss for whatever, but they got the system designed for no roll off. So if it has no roll off, and you tell it to make sure, then you ain't losing nothing. Okay. Polyfield, somebody just see what are your thoughts on Polyfield. Polyfield for sealed enclosure. This ain't the sealed enclosure channel, so you need to go to a sealed enclosure. You need to go to a sealed somebody who specializes in playing with sealed enclosures to give you a better thought on that. Do you think? Okay, I don't know what they say, bro. What's the difference between amp gain and crossover? Amp gain and crossover gain. I don't know what you talking about there. I have no idea. Uh, Thanks for the info, bro. Not mad at y'all. You keep it on. I do keep it on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fred. They did good subs now. They just ain't gonna never be a king. Uh, you show me somebody take two of them doing the 140. I'm wrong. I don't see them. 140 at 30 hertz, 31 hertz. Show me somebody come close. I wonder will Alpine come back with a 15-inch sub? Probably not. Y'all were looking at it. It's a business. When they ain't still a lot of them, they're gonna drop it. I'm a audiophile that likes to bang out every now and then. What type of solo closer plays? Poor. I answered that question. Wait a minute. What's up? With did you get my text regarding one of your enclosures for my two class 10 setup? Yeah, you said that last time. 805. You ain't sent a text yet. You got to say you got an 805 number. Big Wheezy. Did you? No, I ain't got it. Cause you ain't got it because you ain't sent it. You ain't sent it yet. You said that yesterday. You ain't sent it today either. I ain't got no text from 805 number. You trying? I don't know. You trying to play games? Think I keep it a buck. Everybody DM buzzing. Keep it a buck. So if you're on the channel trying to play game, it ain't gonna work, man. If you give me a text when I get off this live, I'll respond back to you. Who is that? Your boyfriend? Nah, talk to this nigga right. Your what? Oh, yeah, all right. You gotta talk to Ray. Yeah, go ahead. I have. Everybody know I'm playing. We know you ain't got no boyfriend. Shoot. If they don't know I'm playing, oh well, they get in line the rest of the hell. I have a 2010 Camry SE with a single GLW6 and it's perfect. That's a good sub, W6. What's your thought? What's good with how those hooligans sound? I don't know how to do with the hooligan sound. I ain't used a hooligan in my system. I've heard them before. Uh, More than SPL sound than SQ for sure, because that's what DS18 is about. You always get what you pay for. Uh huh. Okay. We cool. You speak on amp wine kits. Just use OFC, man. Good OFC with a high string, or a high string count. That's all you gotta use. OFC with a high string count, man. It ain't no brand. I'm gonna come out with one soon. Just try to use one with the most OFC oxygen free copper with a high strand count. That's it, man. Most of these amp kit wiring, you paying for their name straight up. And they just putting their sheeting on it. Maybe you want to match your system, maybe all stay Stinger, all say whatever. It's Southwide right up the street from me, man. I got built box for guys working Southwide. They supply a lot of the amp kits, the wiring, and the sheathing. He brought some to me. I said, "Oh man, it's interesting. It's business, man. It's business and marketing. If you get to thinking that something better than another, that's great. That's exactly what they want you to do. But if you actually look at it, you'll see it's just different jackets. As long as it's got the same thread count on the inside, high strand, low strand, costs a different price. The more you pay, most times you get the higher strand. Oh, this dude, I'm doing a live. Gonna call me on the phone. That's the mess I be talking about, man. You see I'm on the live. Why would you call me on the phone, man? Come on, man. Be for real, man. Be man about the stuff, man. Would be cool you speak on Ant Wine Kids. You remember the virtual tech boxes? Now back in the building, what's been up with the guy? See, let me see. I have two around HP 12D4. Fallsgate Rev said our amps. Fallsgate amp said, well, you seen, listen, the guy that tells me 805, wait till I finish live. You serious about getting the box? We'll talk after the live is over with. You hadn't seen one in the last 24 days. Now you just being messy. You ain't even being a man about it. You just being a messy. You've been in agitation. And you're doing it on purpose. And I got 90 people here that can see it. Sundown just dropped a new 8 has what? Sundown just dropped a new 8-inch. Has the surround something like well, yeah, they do. No, that ain't the 8, that's the 6.5. No, did they drop the 8, baby? Sundown dropped the 8? Because I know the next 8 they supposed to be dropping is either XAV4, and then after that Nightshade. I'm waiting for them to drop the 8. Either one of them gonna get it. Because I like Sundown. I know they do what they do. Huh? Mr. Six. Oh, where at? Mr. Six. I grew up on John Luke Potty. Good to hear that name. I ain't never heard no John Luke Potty. Yeah, I listen to hip hop and R&B. I ain't never heard that. I ain't never heard no John Luke Potty. I ain't. Mm-mm. Stop laughing at me, baby. What you talking about? You know I keep it 100, man. You know where you from, man. We out the mud for real. Back in the building, what's been up with the guy, the legend guy? I ain't who the legend, who the guy, the legend? I ain't no legend, man. What's wrong with you, man? Stop that, man. I just got to build boxes because you ain't got the tools or the time to do it. How are those who? Oh, okay, where we at? Where we at? All right, son, I just dropped a new. Most people haven't had. Hey MB, what's up, Blake? You know I ain't gonna never ignore you, man. Most people haven't had the opportunity to feel the individual parts of civil, but I can tell you there's a world of difference between the tech. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. That's why I tell people it costs what it costs, man. I was telling the guy today we was talking about J Audio and the subwoofers. Why I had one channel he want to put in this system, and he was like, "Damn, I'm surprised you recommend. I like J Audio." I said, "Hell yeah!" I'm like, why wouldn't you use it? Particularly with the space, what you trying to do, and the kind of how you like your sound to be. Why wouldn't you use it? I mean, I don't worry about the price. You shouldn't worry about the price, man. You shouldn't worry about the price because even all these woofers got the same overall magnet, spider, surround, cone. They don't all operate the same. They don't all operate the same. They look alike. They don't all operate the same. They don't all sound the same. And I get it. You know, that's why people disagree with me. Now, I don't need me. You know, all right, cool. I get it, man. But don't come get me. I want you to run up on me with $159, $119 sub. Let me stick one of these kings on you. You're going to see why. Your chief sub ain't going to get it, man. Because ain't nobody here to do favors, man. It's business. Sundown just dropped a new 8. Baby, look on. I did not know Sundown. Look on Sundown. Go on Sundown YouTube channel because that's where they're going to put it first. I think you talking about that 6.5. That's not the 8. Do you consider Russell Crabtree? I don't know when school to do name Crabtree. Do you consider the real the subwoofer basket when considering better airflow base wave coming? Do you consider the wheel the subwoofer basket when considering better airflow base wave lift coming from the port? Boy, that sounds like some BS right there. Did he just say that I consider the rear of the subwoofer basket when considering better airflow base wave they're coming from? Yeah, I don't know who. That's a bunch of BS. I don't know what the heck you talking. Give me a better explanation. Maybe I'm not understanding your question, Russell Crabtree. But no, from what I can say right now, I don't know what you're talking about. Seem like somebody talk about someone trying to sell you something because now I ain't getting all that. But yeah, I don't consider it because I don't think that's a factor. I do consider putting the port right by putting the basket right by the port. You don't want to have if the magnet is if the wolf was facing this way, this is the back of the magnet. You don't want the port right here. Shooting out, it's gonna unload. It's not. It doesn't. It needs to be if the wherever the as much as you possibly can, try to keep the back of the magnet away from the entrance of the port and the inside of the box, so that the subwoofer can see the whole box. You don't want to line the port directly opposite the back of the magnet. That's a factor. But other than that, Yeah, it's the U60. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. U60. That wasn't no 8. U60. They ain't came out with 8 yet. They ain't came out with 8 yet. I'm waiting on it though. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. You know when I made that video about Sundown DD and DD wouldn't show the air. We know it's coming. I'm excited about that Nightshade 8. I tell you, I know one thing. I bet you one. I know that Sundown X8. I see what's happening on. It's finna go up in price, homie. He done kept that thing as low as he possibly can. I just finna go up in price. The XAV4, I don't think if he keep it 320, 350, then he trying to help y'all. He might be trying to help you. But I ever think the XAV4, I think the price will go up. I for sure that Nightshade, the parts he uses, the performance, because it's a business. What he's used to put inside that sub, it ain't gonna be cheap. It gonna have the same motor structure as the rest of them, but it ain't gonna be cheap. From understanding the video when they spoke, it's gonna have its own basket, man. It's gonna have its own basket. That's 50 stacks for one die, depending on who he go to, right there. That's 50 stacks just for the die for his own basket, his own Papa Troy basket. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna cost, man. When are you gonna like them then? Uh, okay, I run GRE. Okay, it's in my basket review last week. Yeah, it was. I think it's been out 2 weeks. I ain't got to it yet because I got had some other stuff I'm get to. What y'all think about the audio dynamics? What y'all think about that? The video on it. Man, how much for a JRDM 10? But we don't talk about boxes on the channel. You gotta text me. We don't talk about pricing. It's 4 to 6 weeks wait time. I keep my line short. About if you message me and I contact you back, that means I got a spot. You can or cannot get a box. That's on you. I'm gonna tell you my price. I'm gonna tell you how long the wait time is, and then that's it. I'll move on. I ain't gonna call you back. I ain't gonna bug you or nothing. Leave you alone. It's on you at that point. Autodynamics just dropped the new. Have you ever considered bringing them in for a bill? Boy, you late, Grizz Theory. The Autodynamic 8 just got released today. Where you ain't watch? See, that's what I'm talking about. YouTube. See what I'm talking about? He asked about the Autodynamics 8, baby. I dropped that video at 3 o'clock. He ain't seen it. See, they don't be sharing my channel like do everybody else, man. They don't do that, man. YouTube don't be doing that. It's a fact, man. I done have people tell me, yeah, man, I got my live notification bell come on. I gotta go look for you, man. So I see what's going on with this algorithm. I don't know why they doing it, but they don't share me like they do everybody else. You know what I mean? So some of y'all got your notification bells on. People that message me that got boxing folks and tell me, hey man, I just don't get your notifications like I get everybody else. Ain't nothing I can do about that, man. That's the algorithm. Maybe because I talk about God in the morning, it's confusing the thing. I don't know, but I ain't gonna never stop talking about God because you ain't promoting or pushing like everybody else. Because I know where my salvation come from. I know everything I got come from. So if that's what you're doing, then we gonna be in for a long haul. We could be at a cross. We could be at a snail's pace all my life. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. JR Garcia, I get you notifications. JR Garcia, I think that's DB Drive's rep right there, buddy. I think. I don't know. He might tell you. If you see JR Garcia, I think that's him. JR Garcia. That's the DB Drive rep. So you got any questions about DB Drive, shoot it to him. I think he might comment and say, yeah, that's me. I got Blake on here. Rusty be on him time to time. Jay be on here waiting for questions from B2 Audio. I welcome my manufacturers and people I deal with to answer questions about their products on the channel so you get the right answer. All right. It's probably because you put in videos a day. I don't. What you mean? I don't do 2 videos a day. YouTube doesn't like sending more than one notification per channel per day. Oh, I didn't know that, Blake. I did not know Blake. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, well, if that's the case, so be it. Okay, cool. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard people say they ain't getting. The Scar Evil has a spider lag style basket. Spider and others have more metal blocking the air coming from the rear of the subwoofer. This is Russell Crabtree. I figure the less obstruction in the rear air from the cone is more efficient. The Scar Eagle. The Scar Eagle is the Alibaba sub. It is doo-doo. Straight up. It is. It make bass. It's okay. It's it's not even a great 8. It's just a good 8. I think you got good, great, then king. It to me it's just a good 8. Alibaba, to give you something. I think $139. We'll watch all the video and all the man. Okay, what time is it, baby? Because I got to get to a lot of stuff, huh? 7:31. I came on at 6. Well, it says I'll be on here. Y'all got me for 10 more minutes. Then I'm out of here. Got work to do. Got boxes to get out. Okay, A1D1. What does the subsonic filter do on your amplifier? Or when should I adjust it? Subsonic filter. Now, you got a box, MB tune or whatever. I say you tune to 33 with eights. Now, your subsonic filter has a setting either 10 to 50 hertz. It's never going to be greater than 100 because if it's greater than 100, it kind of don't make no sense. Like, what kind of bass is you going to get? All mid bass, but it's going to be 10 to 50, somewhere around there. Okay, what they're saying is, and then most times it's a pentameter device. It's best to use a multimeter. You can tell when the voltage is up. That means the bass wave is coming. And it's a turning meter. It's not. That's why some people like using DSP. Using a DSP and its subsonic filter is going to make the system sound even better because you can dial in exactly where you want the roll off to happen. What's happening? So you got the box tuned to 33. You got the dial turn where you roughly think it's 28, 26. When the music plays drops that are below where you have your subsonic set at, it's going to roll off 12 dB or 24 dB. A real good amplifier will have 24 dB. Some high end will let you pick because it depends on the subwoofer. Let's say you got and with DSPs you can pick the roll off from 12, 24 with some like digital designs, they 24, 18 with a Bluetooth DSP. 24, 18 digital design DB Drive has one too. 24, 18, 12, and 6. What that means, if you have a larger subwoofer, the bigger your cone, the further you're going to be able to play below tuning. 8 inch is going to fall off roughly like 5 to 6 inches, 5 to 6 hertz below tuning. Now the woofer is reaching the mechanical. You need to have your subsonic set so they will attenuate those frequencies, and your woofer will be fine. Well, I really like to play lows like that. Get you a bigger drive if you have the space. A 10-inch roll off is going to be deeper below tuning than an 8. A 12 is going to be deeper than a 10. A 15 is going to be deeper than a 12. The ability to play further below tuning is going to be dictated by the size of your cone, roughly. Now, also the performance of your driver. These Super 8s, I say they can play 5 to 6 below. Some, and that's pretty good. Some 8s, or even like 6.5, you can't play below. Wherever it's tuned at, immediately after that, it's going to roll. It's going to start hitting that bottom plate. You need to turn your subsonic on, help protect your driver. Okay, because you only have so much mechanical that you can use, so much spider. What did Blake say on that? Because he's an intern. Crabtree, oh, he's answering the dude about the basket. Uh, okay. Okay. When the G7 did a 140 on music, what Alicia Keys song was that? I gotta add it to my playlist. What was the G7 did? I'm ready. Yeah, Unforgettable. What song was that? I'm ready. It's Alicia Keys. Tevin Campbell. It's Unforgettable. I think it's Unforgettable by Alicia Keys. Yeah, that song got a serious bass track on it. Serious. How your boxes compare with Gately, bro? Bro, I don't do that. I don't know you in here trying to. Yeah, we don't do that, man. Gately is a fine box builder. He has his price. I have mine. He has his adherence. I have mine. We don't do that. He hasn't never did nothing against me. I'm not gonna do nothing against that man. Go with who? Go with the craftsmanship and what you can afford and who you want to build your box. That's it. Never gonna say I'm the best. I don't think he does it either. He said, "Man, this is what I offer." 210 designs. All of us. We're not gonna let y'all pit us against each other. Not gonna happen. People go where they want to go. Would you prefer DC? Oh, KS91. You got me 6 more minutes. Would you prefer DC or B2 audio for sound quality? I'm thinking 210s, depending on what level you talking about. All BT audio stuff is geared for sound quality, loud though. Okay, it all depends on what level you talking about. They got different levels of 10. So I will say this: both brands I sell, both brands I respect. Both of them are pioneers of SQL. So you can't go wrong with either. Pick the price point you want to have, that you willing to pay, and have the space to run that server correctly and go from there. It may be you need to buy both so you can, because how I listen to music and how you listen to music may be different. Just because these woofers make these scores at 140, it might not be the sound you're listening for. Because I still say overall, oh hey, baby, bring my boy over there. Can you bring my baby? Can you bring my boy, man? Because let's get one thing understood. Let's settle this for all time, period, until it changes. Right there, he right there. He finna do his thing. Yeah, bring him up. Look how she hold him. She love him too. She love him too. There's two boys in right now on top. Jay said he may or may not. Oh, Jay said he may or may not improve his Rampage 8, but he's interested in working with me in designing. Well, I'm gonna design it. He gonna engineer to make it work. Look, this is my boy. This overall, the DD Supercharge 8. Let's get it understood. I don't care who like it or don't. I don't care who like it or don't like it. This is the king overall. This is the king overall. Supercharged? Yeah, yeah, yes sir. Super to make sure I don't drop it. Supercharged. Now they got the Iron Claw Spider. This big surround, toy basket. I don't know if I can. It's another revision coming. That's all I'm gonna say. Ain't nobody. There's only one woofer that come close to him in output and overall sound, and that's that G7. But even so, he still edges him out. This is my number one driver. This is my go-to. The Dill Design 2508. He can wreck and compete with anybody in any genre except for the sound quality level. But this is my boy, number one. Followed closely by the I asked y'all in closing. It was my top three. Yeah. Yeah, it's the fact. It's a fact. This my boy. This who I roll with. This is over. Y'all see me put everything in the trouble in the truck. This is my boy. This is what it is. I'm a DD boy. Yeah, this is my man right here. Go to. Period. I don't care who you see me put on the channel. Well, I can't find nothing to do. When all said and done, ain't nobody done topped him. I said that G7 come close, very, very close, but he still nudges him out. And I haven't even heard the new revision. All right. So with that being said, let me answer this question in closing. My top three. My top three. The DB Drive G7. I mean, the Digital Design 2508. Number two, the DB Drive G7. Oh, the Digital Design 2508, you got to be a supercharged. You got to get it supercharged. If you don't get it supercharged, it's going to be a fight between the G7 and the 25 regular. It's just going to be a fight. Who got the best box? Who's going to buy our application vehicle? All that go to play. But when you supercharge that DD, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody getting close. Overall loudness, every frequency. Watch the videos. You'll see that the old revision D, did an overall scope of that song I play. I think it went to 126 dB. Ain't nobody did that. That means of all the frequencies, they did the average, and we averaged 126 dB on that song. I've seen that boy average 120, almost a 130 on a musical average, which means he's keeping that frequency, all the different frequencies. When he averages out 128 dB, that's almost 130 dB on music. Okay. Uh, After that, this G7. The supercharge puts him over the top. Ain't nobody coming out with nothing that I've seen yet. Maybe Sundown with his nice shade, you might have an answer for him. I don't know. Right now, ain't nobody got an answer for that DD 25A Supercharged. That's my opinion. That's where I feel I stamp of it. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia area, and you got 2.8s and you think you want to test me, come. I'm welcome. I'll give you a demo. Straight up. 2-on-2. Some of the entry level subs, you can have 4 of them. I'll take either one of them. I'll take Godzilla or I'll take King Song and hand you. But Godzilla is the king of all monsters. King Kong just don't bow down to nobody. Now, what's the third option, MB? What's your third option? The third option the third option is, at this point, the B2 Audio Rampage. It's more balanced in the B2 Audio Rampage. So it's the DD2508, the DB Drive G7, then the B2 Audio Rampage 8. Because those 3 woofers are balanced over the entire output. Oh, it's Unthinkable, the song. I'm sorry. Unthinkable by Alicia Keys, Guy was action. So, those are my 3. But the guys that said Digital Design 2508, the DB Drive G7, and the Kicker Q Class 8, you were right. You was right. You was right. That Q Class was in there, but the Q Class is no longer an option. The Q Class is no longer an option. Why you president? It's no longer an option. It's not there. So they're my 3. They're my 3. You got it? So, here shortly, I need to give away something around here. We're gonna figure out what I'm gonna give away here. And what we go? Oh, what is this? Yeah, here shortly we're gonna figure out what we're gonna give away here. All right. It's time for me to go. It's been 60 minutes. Uh, y'all be blessed. Careful what you listen to. I'll see y'all tomorrow around about between 6 and 7. I get on there live. Y'all can uh shoot at me or whatever. Listen to what I got to say, answer questions, and see what's going on, what I've heard about. And that's it. K Cotter, Potterville for Steel Boxes, man. This is a Porter Box channel. Peace. Good night, y'all. Good night, GR. Good night. I think that's GR Gaza for DB Drive. DB Drive. And sometimes I love the manufacturers that now that I've already said that. I'm pushing it. I think I'm kind of pushing to shape different things, making them do different things. Everybody want that title, want that NBA stamp to approve who the best. That's the king, man. That's Godzilla. But bring King Kong over here. Bring King Kong. Let me go over here. I already went over 60 minutes. Bring King Kong over here, man. Yeah, bring King Kong over here, man. King Kong. Love my boy there, man. Yeah, you know it too. Yeah. You gotta go to the 8-inch cutout. Maybe I was thinking about opening up one. Remember I told you I open up one to see if the boy supercharged? Because outside of Godzilla, what y'all want to do? Huh? What you want to do? Toy basket. You notice all my kings got toy baskets? Ain't none of them got open source design. All the kings got their own basket. They don't do open source stamp. No, we ain't doing that. We gonna change it. King Kong got his open source, got a toy. You ain't gonna find this basket on nobody. They paid them 50 to 75 stacks for this. What'd you say? I'm bow down no one. What'd you say? Oh, you mad when I said that about you? You tripping, ain't you? What you do? What you do? You what? Oh man, come on, man. You know you ain't. You good now? We seen the movie, huh? You got King Kong. I got King Kong in the truck. I'm out of here, man. Peace, baby. Peace. What's that? I got King Kong.